Okay, I don't know if you can see me. This is really random, but just behind me, if you look up in the sky, there's a massive halo around the moon at the minute. Everyone's posting it on fucking Instagram and it's pissing me off. I went outside, it looks cool. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go take a picture of it and beat all these people's little photos on their phone. Yeah, you think your photos are good on your phone? Yeah, you wait till you see this shit. So we're gonna go out, find a field. I'm gonna get a long exposure of the shit and see if we can get a cool photo. I've got the Pro Mist on as well. Let's go do some long exposures. Let's do it. Don't expect loads of B-roll because it's absolute freezing, all right? I'm going here, I'm getting a photo, and we're going home. Ooh. Ooh. Everyone else is Saturday night, yeah? Out on a town, chilling out. Not me. I'm in the fields, mate. I'm in the winter cold, searching for bangers. Cool, we made it. So if I open the door now, we're away from the town, which is what you want for long exposures because you don't want any other yes, there we go, look at this. Yes, that looks sick. And because the town's over there, there's no light source over here to distract from the photo in the long exposure. So yeah, let me turn the car off and get my bag and let's fucking get this banging shot. Oh, this reminds me of when I first started this channel. We're back in the same month as I was last year where we started this channel, and it was just freezing every time I made a video. We're back there again. Oh no, I can't reach the fucking camera. Oh wait, I grab it, I got it. This is someone's farm, so hopefully they don't see me and like come over and think I'm being dodgy. I'm just here to get a picture. And I don't need to go far either because it's all dark here. I can just get this photo right here. So let's set up. I'm gonna switch to the iPhone. So I'm turning down the ISO because we're gonna do a long exposure, so you can afford to go 100 ISO because you don't need anything, because we're gonna do like a 30-second shutter right now. I'm gonna go center spot focus on the actual moon. And now we're just gonna start to pull that exposure all the way down and you'll start to see the image come to life. So we're about there. Obviously the highlights on the moon are blown out. We can sort that out. So it's gonna be a 20-second shutter. But if I press this right now, when I press it, it's gonna add a little bit of movement to the camera and it's gonna add a bit of shake into that motion. So what you need to do is you need to come over to the photo mode. Just make sure I'm not getting mugged. Yep, we're clear, we're not getting mugged. Go over to the photo mode. You need to go to drive mode. Go to here, you wanna put on a timer. Don't matter what timer, I'm just gonna do a 5-second timer. We're gonna press that. We're going to press it. And now that is gonna focus. And now it's taking the picture without me touching the camera, so there's no external shake. Okay, the photo is done. Yep, okay, cool. So that was the photo for the exposure of the circle. Now I'm gonna expose it for the moon. So we're going to bring that exposure back down so we can get the texture of the moon in the middle, because we want to be able to see that moon. So we'll go about there, so I can bring that up, and I'll take a picture of this. And now what this is going to do is I'm going to stack both these images, so I can stack the one that's really lit up to get the halo, and then I can stack the one of this really in focus underexposed moon to get the detail on the actual moon face. Cool, I think I got them all. So I've got zoomed in, zoomed out, but this is actually quite a cool location. Like this, you can't really see it, but well, you can't see it, it's pointless. There's a forest here as well, so this is options for a photo shoot in the future. Back into the warm. I'll see you guys at the desk. Let's see if this was worth the actual effort to go out and get that shot. Right, so we're back. We're back in the warm and we have the photos. So we've got the outside one, which is obviously exposed for the highlights of the ring that was around it. It's like a perfect halo. I really don't understand what's going on. And we've also got these streaks of like clouds and wind and mist. So that's quite nice. And then we've got obviously the one that we exposed for the moon, but still it's not really that exposed. I kind of ruined it. I should have gone higher f-stop to try and get the detail of the moon face, but we'll see what we can do. And then obviously we've got the more zoomed in version here. And then we've got another one here. We'll see if we can like bring that back. But for now, I'm gonna try, we'll try a preset. I don't know if they're gonna work though, because they're not really made for this sort of stuff, but you never know, we might get lucky. I think I'm gonna use Harsh Sun as a base because it does this weird thing where it like makes the textures and like just the general parts of the image look a bit better. That's a free preset down below, that's not an ad. I actually do just want to use this one, all right? But what we're gonna do is we're gonna try and stack these photos. So I'm gonna use one for the stars, which I should have exposed for, I forgot about that. One for the halo, and then one for the moon. So we're gonna try and get 3 photos out of this, and then we're gonna merge them together in Photoshop. So I'm probably not really gonna do much with the colors, apart from add maybe a bit of purple in later. We're just gonna try and get rid of the haze so we can cut through a little bit more. So we just need to expose the circle to where we want it. So just ignore the moon, because that's going to be a different moon there anyway. So we're just going to expose for the circle. We'll go about there. Shadows, I'm going to bring shadows back in. And then what you can do, because obviously this is classed as haze, all this stuff in the middle. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down to the dehaze. Where the fuck is that? Here. And what that does, it's going to cut through that mist. So you see it's cutting through it? Obviously that's ridiculous. About there, just to get rid of the glare that's coming off the moon. I think I'm going to leave that one there. Now it is the moon. This is going to be difficult, because I really think I messed this up big time. I didn't expose properly for the moon at all. So it's just a one big ball of light, do you know what I mean? It's not the best. I don't know if that's going to work, to be honest. We might just have to use this image here, and then we might just have to do our own moon in the middle and see what we can get out of it. But I might even darken this a little bit more, to be honest. Right, so let me just get these settings. Let me fiddle around with the colors. I want to add some purple in, make it a bit more like galaxy. Or do I want to go to a bit more, oh, what do I want? Do I want that? Or do I want that? I feel like if I go this way, I can see more stars. If I go this way, I can't, but that looks cooler. I think definitely like it more than the original, because look, we've got the stars coming through. It's just if I like the colors. Let's mess around with some of the colors, actually. Let's go with the camera calibration. Let's have a look what we've got here. What have we moved around? No, yeah, let's just go to the camera calibration. This is just a good way to change how green looks, or change how blue looks. You can just change it in this section here. So if we want that more blue tint, which I do, we can pull that in just on that haze there. That's perfect. I want that more this way, and I want that a little bit more that way. So that's allowed me to bring back the blue without having all the spread out smoke coming around here. So I actually really like this. I think I'm going to keep this as is. And now what we're going to do is we're going to pull it into Photoshop AI, and this is where we can actually start to manipulate the moon in the middle and see if we can add more of a realistic one in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, how do I do this? Because I want to keep the glow. It is quite good at figuring out what I'm trying to go for. So we'll see what it does. I'm just going to put in moon, and we'll see if it can come up with a good enough one and it merges it in. It might just give me an absolute JPEG moon, and this is going to look like shit, but we'll see if we can add something into it. Oh, okay. Still a bit unrealistic. That's quite nice. That's quite nice. I quite like that, because it's added it in with the highlights. You see what I mean? If you give the AI like an example, it will then use the stuff around it to sort of base its colors off of and give you a similar color. And that looks fucking sick. Obviously, it is a bit dramatic, but I don't care. I'm really happy with that. I'm gonna export this. Here's the before, here's the edited version, and then here's the photoshopped version. All of that from a little long exposure with some decent colors using the free preset, which is linked below, and then a little bit of Photoshop AI. People are gonna moan that that moon's not real. I know it's not real, but it looks cool, all right? So I can't have that in real life, so I'll add it in Photoshop. Do I give a fuck? No. Do you still like it? Yes. So get over it. You're always gonna get people hating, so do whatever you want. I like the moon, I'm keeping it. It's going on Instagram. Make sure you go give it a like, and yeah. Go shoot some photos. If the moon's looking cool, go do some long exposures. You can literally do that in your garden. I just wanted to do it in a field because it makes for a better long exposure. But yeah, that was the most random video I've ever filmed. Hopefully you enjoyed. Subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one.